Make up your mind as someone that you want to be very serious in service to God. Make your mind up. You're not going to do anything worthwhile when it comes to God by having contingencies. Praise God. You know people that are serving God having plan B? You know people like that? You're not going to completely realize when it comes to God when you have plan B. Because it's like having two men in your life. I know if this one doesn't work, this one will work. You will lose all of them. You don't use God to play chess. Alright? Either you are all for God or you are for your own plans. Don't try being for God and still have your plans. You can't operate fully in wholesome service like that. You're supposed to come to a place where everything that you do in the house of God becomes a wholesome service unto God. Listen carefully. There is what a wholesome service unto God is, which is just beyond you telling yourself that after all, I was not the idol when it comes to serve in the house of God. There is a measure or the capacity of the Spirit that is a spirit of you to deliver certain things of God in the house of God. That just because you think you have done something doesn't mean anything. There are a lot of things you're going to do in the house of God that is going to be counted for nothing. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. See, everybody here in the house of God is unique. Praise God. You're going to have to learn to operate in the way that you are supposed to operate. Not in the way that every other person is giving accolades for operating in the calling of the Spirit in the house of God. So, it's just not because you think you are doing ministry. It's not because you think you come to church or you sweep the chapel or you do whatever it is when you come to church. It's just not about that. The way you do it, the fullness of yourself that you devote to that particular thing you are doing, that's what's going to make a meaning out of it. You're not going to serve God halfway and it will mean anything. You're not going to serve God three-quarter way and it's going to mean anything. You're not going to serve God 99% and it's going to mean anything. The only time that your service actually starts meaning something to God is when you're 100% for God. That means that at that point, the only thing that makes you do what you do is God. Not your own desires, not your own ambitions, not anything about you. The only thing that makes you do something is God.